brothers and sisters. You know, the name of this video is going to be the value of a sperm versus the value of vagina. Weird video. But if we're going to place the dollar amount on vagina and the dollar amount on sperm, you know, we'll say the dollar value of a womb versus the dollar value of sperm. You know, I mean, hey, we gotta put a dollar amount. We gotta put value on it. You know, now we're not going to talk about intrinsic value here because, of course, the black woman's argument will be based solely on intrinsic value. Value by which she had nothing to do with creating. She had nothing to do with creating a womb. She did not choose her sex. You know, but we have to place a value on the we have to do a cost benefit analysis of, you know, placing your sperm inside the womb. Cost benefit analysis. And all I can say is a lot of you men are going to fail. You know, the funny thing about the womb versus the sperm is that either way, you as a man is going to pay. So regardless of what the amount, what the value, if we are to place a monetary value on the sperm or the womb, you men are going to end up paying either way. You know, see, when she has a child, she's not hit with the child support payment. I mean, that would be fair, wouldn't it? I mean, it would be fair because a man gives his sperm and a woman gives her womb. But in this society, we don't place any value on the seed of a man. We place very little value on it. When without it, there can be no, I mean, without the sperm, the womb is useless. You know? Now, some would argue that the seed is useless without the womb. But then we would have to get into specific wombs. You know, the way I see the North American black woman treating children, I mean, I can't even place a high value on her womb. There's a very high intrinsic value on it. Very high intrinsic value. Meaning that she had nothing to do with it. It was given to her at birth. She did not choose the color of her skin. Therefore, only a man can truly place value on it. She just can't pop out the womb. Or just she had nothing to do with the color of her skin. You know, and this is what a lot of black women are running around with. They're just like, oh, I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman. You niggas ain't shit until you have a black woman on your arm. Until, you men are you a sellout. See, a man could go to work, he could bust his behind, especially as a black man in America, fighting as we do, not being given the benefit of the doubt. We're given the doubt of the benefit. You know, we're guilty until proven innocent as a so-called black man in America. You know, that's just a fact. You're guilty until proven innocent. And going out there, you're working hard, you're busting your behind, you're trying to make something of yourself in a world that clearly has bias against you. There's evidence of bias, clear evidence of bias, you know. But, you know, you go out there and then the black woman with her, she presents her intrinsic value. She presents intrinsic value. I'm a black woman, and without me, you men are garbage. You men, you men are you ain't shit or you a sellout. You know, you ain't shit or you're a sellout. So basically, a black man, all of his hard work means nothing. Of course, it means nothing to her because she didn't work for it. She didn't. It goes back to the theory of the lottery, winning the lottery. You know, when a person wins millions of dollars out of the blue, they place very little value. They didn't work hard for that money. They didn't toil, put in blood, sweat, and tears for that money. It's just like it came out of the woodworks. It came out of the blue. It's like, dude, I got $1 million. What's the first thing you gonna do with money? Spend it. That's the only thing you can really do with money. Either save it or spend it. And we already know the average net worth of the North American black woman. So, yeah, there you have it. The actual value, the working value of a North American black woman is what, $5? $0 if she has kids. You know, this is somehow the black man's fault. This is somehow the black man's fault. You know, because not only is he in charge with her, you know, making sure that her children are fed, but he's also charged with making sure that she doesn't go broke, even though she doesn't listen to anything he says. His opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't count. It's not valued in any situation where it's logical. There's no logical value placed on the black man's opinion. You know, but as I stated, man, we're talking about the of a sperm, value of sperm versus the value of a womb. And I've already told you that the black man's sperm, you know, even though the black man has millions and millions of sperm, you know, one of those sperms, if it reaches the womb, if it reaches the egg, and it does what it does, it pierces that egg, you know, that sperm is like a lottery ticket in itself. And I've already stated that the average black woman places zero value on your hard work, you know, on your intrinsic value. Yes, a man cannot choose whether he's black or white. He cannot choose his sex. But when he places his sperm into a woman, he is hit with a check. He's hit with a bill, as a matter of fact. Not a check, a bill. The black woman is hit with a check. You know, why am I saying all this? Why am I asking this question? Because you black men, y'all have to value your sperm. You have to value your essence, you have to value yourself. You have to place a higher value on yourself, man, because like I said, there's many women walking around here with their heads up in the air, I noticed something about black women lately. A lot of them are like with their heads down. They're walking around. They got that weave, but they're walking around with their heads down. I don't know what that means, but I just noticed that lately. Like a lot of black women are walking around with their heads down. You know. You know, as a man, as I stated, a man cannot choose. You know, he cannot choose his sex. He cannot choose his skin tone. But when he places his sperm into a woman, it will likely be hit with a bill, especially if you place it into a woman who who does not value it herself. She does not value your sperm. Your sperm is a means to an end. And once your sperm enters her, she owns it. She owns it. It's no longer yours. That seed, your seed is no longer yours. She gives you permission. She now decides whether or not you're going to be a good father or a bad one. You know, just miss a couple child support payments. And you're gonna see how fast everything you've done. It only takes one mistake for you, especially as a black man. It only takes one. I mean, for all men, but especially for you black men, it only takes one mistake. Like I said, you could be 100% perfect in everything you do. You could be perfect in everything you do. You ever heard that saying? They pray and pray for my downfall. You know, I think Biggie Smalls made a song, called My Downfall or something like that. But it's a common saying in the black community that, they say they pray on my downfall. They praying on my downfall. You know, hey, all it takes is one false move, one failed step. And you men are gonna be finished. Please value your sperm, black man. On that note, I want to say peace. Get on the 5 steps. Adopt the moral code.